I think one of the things that surprises people the most is how fantastic the ranch looks. And that's not by happenstance. We work really hard. It is our horses' ranch, and we're serving them. And so we take really good care of it. And it's important to me that those who donate to our good work, come to the ranch and they see the care that we take of the horses and of the property. It's very important. And the reality is, the most terrifying part of that for me is that people don't think we need help because it looks so good. This whole place is maintained by volunteers. 100% of the money that they donate to Red Bucket is going directly for the horses. People look at our beautiful horses and they are shiny and they're happy and they're well fed and they're well cared for, but they didn't come to us that way. We're saving horses that are high risk, slaughter bound, abused, emaciated, horses who have really suffered unspeakable abuse. Rescue is only the beginning. We're here to service the third part of our mission, which is to find them forever homes, and we work really hard to make sure that happens. These horses deserve a home of their own, a family. We've already adopted out over 200 horses. So having said that, the real work is done in the second part of our mission. We're rehabilitating, training, giving the horses time to develop confidence in us and in themselves, and there's trust. Trusting humans again and learning to trust themselves, because somewhere along the line they lose that. And if you consider that an average resident has 350 pound weight gain, we can't responsibly rehome that horse. We can't assess them. We can't determine their temperament, their level of training, and it would be inappropriate to do so. The first thing we have to do is allow them to know how to live in the world as a horse. Ropes are part of that, so are balls and toys. They walk over bridges, they look in mailboxes. They have fun, but they're learning how to live in the world as a horse and be safe. Well, every horse has a story, every single one of them. And Charlie's story actually started for us the day after the Ruby Red Gala last year. We were fortunate because of the gala and the generosity of our donors, we were able to say yes.
Susan called and said, we have the ability to save another horse today. We promptly hooked up the trailer and took off to go get him.
As I was talking to the gentleman on the phone, he said, well, the horse is so skinny that I'm afraid it's going to die on my property. I can't get it to the riverbed.
We got to the place where we were going to pick him up. I went to the backyard with the fellow who had called us, and I took one look at Charlie and I was absolutely appalled. And I thought, this horse is never even going to be able to walk to the front yard. I mean, literally, I felt like the only thing holding him together was his skin. I mean, his bones were protruding, his ribs were protruding. And to say that he'd been fed would be a gross overstatement, I think. And so as I was leading him and he was stumbling, I was afraid that he wasn't going to make it. But I was petting him and I was gently, kindly whispering to him that it's okay, you're going to a better place. There are no words for that feeling, for that moment when you bring another one home. Oh my gosh, Charlie now is, he's a brand new horse. He doesn't look the same, he doesn't stumble. He's the beautiful horse he was meant to be.
Charlie was with us for a year, and I think he, for me, punctuates the importance of our work. Again, this ability to watch him just as he transformed from hopeless to hopeful, knowing every single day that it was going to be a good day. That is pretty cool to be a part of. In preparing for this video, we lost him, and he colicked, and it was horrible. We really tried to give him an opportunity to pull through. And unfortunately, it was a surgical case, and we had to say goodbye. The thing about Charlie that I think I need to carry with me, and the rest of our team carries, is that he had been thrown away. You know, they didn't want him to die on their property. He was too weak. And they only called us because they couldn't walk him into the riverbed, and yet he died in our arms. When a horse passes, we hold a memorial for the horse at the horse's stall. It's very important for the volunteers to say goodbye and to grieve. We have to have closure, and the bucket is filled with carrots, and all of the horses get their evening carrots out of that bucket. And then the bucket is retired to our memorial wall, and the memorial wall is our way of saying, we'll always remember.
Red Bucket is a blessing to all of us Red Bucket volunteers who call this place home. And it's a home to all of the horses who have walked through our gates, who either find sanctuary here or find the opportunity to be loved, rehabilitated, trained, and prepared for their forever living home.
Red Bucket is a life-changing facility. It's an eye-opener to people, and it's a safe haven for people and horses.
Red Bucket is the most fascinating place that I've ever been, that there are so many people who come together and to save these precious, magnificent animals. They come here broken, and as we fix them, they fix us.
Red Bucket is so many horses' lifeline. And I'm just so thankful that Red Bucket is here to help and save their lives.
I'm committed to making sure that Red Bucket is here, that our donors know that they can count on me to continue to tell the story and inspire people to give so that we can continue our life-saving work. And I thank them